In a world where somehow, someway, Nickelodeon gains rights to the Pokemon Company's intellectual property, Pokemon and Nickelodeon will merge to create the most insane Pokemon League of all time, headed by the best trainers Nickelodeon realm has to offer. The challenge, should you accept it, is as follows.
Upon completion of your time in the new region of Nickelodeon, you will finally face the Pokemon League. You enter a building high upon the mountaintops that kinda just looks like a Nickelodeon Studios building, to be honest. Once inside, the door closes behind you and you are face to face with none other than Helga Pataki. Suddenly you find yourself in an old vacant lot in the middle of the city, and Helga, now a bit older and wiser, has learned to transform her bullying into becoming the ultimate fighting type Pokemon trainer. Her party you face will consist of Machamp, Pangoro, Kommo-o, Sock, and Lucario. Upon your victory, Helga warns you to be careful when facing your next member of the Elite Four, because he's more than just crazy, he's obsessed. You then travel along a long tunnel to see a door eerily familiar to one you might see somewhere in, like, Bikini Bottom. You open the door to find Bikini Bottom alright, but something's a bit off, and then you hear it. And again. And again. Until it's so close it literally has to be at your feet. Because it is.
What just happened?
Up from the poorly drawn sand beneath rises the one and only Doodle Bob, and he's ready for a battle with you and his water-type Pokemon. They are Wailord, Golisopod, Feraligatr, Gyarados, and finally, his ace, Smeargle, who also matches his obsession with drawing. Once defeated, he fades back into his paper surrounding and says nothing, while a door to the next realm opens. As you start to walk, you notice the hallway seeming to get darker and darker, until it's literally pitch black and extremely cold. You make it to the door and open it to more complete darkness and silence. Then, through the darkness, you see two green eyes light up in front of you, along with the letter D in the chest region. Your next opponent in the Elite Four is Danny Fenton.
He's a phantom.
AKA Danny Phantom, along with his team of ghost-type Pokemon he's collected during his time in the Ghost Zone. They consist of Golurk, Trevenant, Alolan Marowak, Mismagius, and Gengar. Upon defeat, Danny opens up a portal for you to walk through into the next room. Once through the portal, you are instantly teleported to a giant road that looks very similar to that of a rainbow that is surrounded by thick pink fog. Through the mist, you see a figure walking towards you, along with two on each side that actually appear to be floating. At that point, you realize the last member of the Elite Four is the fabled legend boy of Timmy Turner. As you could guess, Timmy's expertise is in fairy-type Pokemon, considering he has had them for much of his life now that he's an adult. His team includes Granbull, Mimikyu, Gardevoir, Alolan Ninetales, and the legend Tapu Koko. You somehow have the strength to power through Timmy, and humbled by defeat, he tosses you an item. You catch it and see that it's a burn heal. He yells out, "You're gonna need it, kid," and fades away back into the fog as a pathway appears for you to follow to the final stage of your journey, the champion. The final hallway is covered with paintings showing great journeys through what looks like an ancient Chinese type of world. You can see at the end that the final room is glowing a very bright and prominent red. You reach it and can barely stand the heat until a platform lifts you up to see your final challenger sitting in a fiery dragon throne across the room. There is no doubt in your mind, and you know now that the champion you must defeat is the banished prince himself, Prince Zuko. Over the years, he used his firebending skills to help strengthen his team of fire-type Pokemon. Houndoom, Talonflame, Darmanitan, Camerupt, Arcanine, and of course, his ace in the hole, Mega Charizard X. If somehow you would defeat this brutal gauntlet of Nickelodeon legends, then you will be crowned the new champion of Nickelodeon. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun making this video and thought it was a great subject that nobody's ever really talked about. Let me know in the comments below if you liked it and want me to do other network crossovers in the future. But until next time, stay legendary.